King's Row.
Okay, welcome back to the Overwatch Scrub Cup. We have sorted everything out, talked with the admins, figured out what was going on. We did have a confirmation of a Smurf going on in the game, so we swapped that out real quick. It was, I believe, it wasn't Infinity, it was... Who was it? I don't even remember his name at this point.
Let's not name him.
We're not going to name him. It was it was on the Pachimaris, and he got swapped out. So I want to say admins.
I think Nacho Libre is the replacement here, right?
Yes, we have
for him.
We have Nacho Libre. So that has all been taken care of. We did it by the. We spoke with an admin and followed what the admin told us to do, so I think everything is in the clear. We should be good to go now. We're restarting the entire map. So the first cap for the Madas did not count.
Whoa,
and,
that's... You know, I guess that's in all fairness, but if the Madas can't push it through, because they barely made it all the way last time, if people remember. But if,
right.
And we'll see how this affects the match. I mean, if this ends up giving them the Madas a loss,
it would be really unfortunate. I guess they had a chance to communicate that to the admin, and they were cool with restarting. So I think all is well so far. We'll see what happens.
Yep, now we got Nacho Libre, the replacement for the Smurf, on the Pharah, so they're taken to the skies in this Pharah on Pharah battle.
Exactly, and we have the Madas already getting to that flank immediately. Caitlyn goes down to Nacho Libre. Thraus gets a big charge in there as well. He is dangerously... he was overextended for a moment, but he does survive.
Again, no follow-up by the team. You know, you can't let that enemy Ryan get into your grill surrounded by 5 of your teammates.
Exactly.
Let him leave alive. That just... Poor execution.
We see the Madas having to back off here. They are kind of slowly regrouping. Caitlyn reining the damage in here once again on Pharah. Super Pie goes down here. That's not going to be a good sign here for the defense.
And right as I say that, they do.
Pachimaris getting picked one by one. Earthshatter coming out for Thraus. He is trying to get a pick, but Mercy is able to keep the team alive. Thraus eventually goes down to Caitlyn. Scroto's getting some picks in the back there as well. Madas are just cleaning up this time. Still quite a bit of time here on the clock. Maybe not quite as much as we had before.
I think they end up with more time in the clock. This is a much cleaner offense for the Madas. And again, I just want to say, that is inexcusable. Thraus knocked down 3 with his Earthshatter and no follow-up from his team. Those are easy kills, and unless you follow up on that, you're wasting the most important ult in the game, the most impactful ult in the game, and that's why you lost the point.
Exactly. And we see the payload already started moving here. We don't see a Bastion this time around. We see Nacho on Pharah and the Tracer as well. Super Pie may be saving that Pulse Bomb for cheeky little combo with the Zarya ultimate, as that is getting very close to charged.
The defense is coming up on 5 ultimates. They can't lose this opportunity in Streets while I have ult advantage.
Right. And Infinity's so close. We're going to be able to combo that with either Barrage or Tracer Pulse Bomb, so we'll see which combo they make use of. Hopefully they don't accidentally double up. Infinity does go down, though.
No combo.
No combo. You can't combo Pulse Bomb and Barrage, unfortunately. Or at least not nearly as well. They're going to try to charge in and make something happen here regardless. Sticking their faces out on the point just to stall it out here. I think they're waiting for Infinity to come back from spawn. There's the Earthshatter. It does get Scrotos down, but not enough follow-up to get a kill. I lied. Brux goes down.
Life-saving hook on the side of Klondike on the Roadhog. Klondice saved his Lucio's life in the middle of a charge.
Exactly. Big res coming out here. Thraus is now back up. We see Infinity somewhere. I don't know where Infinity went. There he is. He has his ultimate available, and we see them actually being able to defend so far without the use of that combo. They're saving that for when they really need it.
Scrotus takes out Nacho, who fortunately did not have res, already popped it, but really, they got to push on this advantage here. They do trade, so it's 5-on-5, but anytime you get a pick on offense, you got to go in with your team and capitalize on that.
Ooh, Gub goes down. That's not good for the defense. We do see Visor and Barrage available for the offense here as well, so they may be able to make something happen with that. We're just seeing the defense, Pachimaris, just go down one by one here without really making a big play.
Mada's got to push this. They got a 6-on-3 advantage, and they're not taking advantage of it thus far as Strauss gets the Hippo, who dies with res.
Yeah, we've got to see them make something happen here. The Hippo going down is not bode well for them. We do still have a Barrage available. If he aims that well, it might put the point in their favor anyway. You're dangerously close at this point with no Graviton coming out. Infinity goes down again, and they're just going to push this in.
Very odd sequence of events for the defense. I don't think they ever got a full 6-person team fight, 6-on-6 team fight on the point. Just kept trickling in one by one. Big mistake. That's why they lost the point.
Absolutely. We do see that they're going to be able to use that combo here, though. This is another great spot to use that. Whoa! Big Earth Shatter, attack visor follow-up. Graviton comes out, the Barrage comes out as well. Lucio's able to absorb some of that with the sound barrier, and not as much effect on that combo as we would have normally seen with the quick thinking from Lucio.
Both teams just fanned the hammer there on their ultimates, and ultimately was not able to get much done.
Yeah, not still a whole lot of people dead after that Mercy res coming out. So DeHippo does still have his res available. That is going to give the Madas an advantage here. Klondice pushes the defense off. Big charge for Scrotos as well. Libre goes down to Ninja. This is finally going to be the Madas picking up some steam.
The disrespect by that Reinhardt to charge into a group of 4 people and come out alive with 2 kills. Again, you got to follow up better on that if you're
Whoa, Earth Shatter from Strauss. Team isn't quite there to follow up. He's going to charge anyway just to stall this out. He does not quite get a pick there, it looks like, but he is able to get them off the point. Earth Shatter in return. Infinity on Winston goes down. Gub and Nacho going down here as well. No healers available on the defense. Nacho gets hooked in, and this is finally going over to the Madas. Excellent play from them, and even better showing at the end of the round as far as time remaining.
The disrespect by Scrotos on that offensive Rhine was disgusting.
Absolutely.
Would charge in routinely 1-on-5, take out 2 of their whoever was in the middle of that fray, swinging wildly. I mean, that's just a case where if you focus him for just a second on the defense, he should be dead. If you swing that hammer around willy-nilly, he's wide open, and it's also very hard to miss him with that huge hitbox that he has. So unfortunate by the side of Pachimaris not to follow that up, and we saw that happen in each of the 3 phases, and that largely allowed them to snowball and eventually capture the point. Gotta have better communications and target priority, because you can't get away with that. I would be personally offended.
Exactly. For those tuning in who maybe are not aware, this is the Overwatch Scrub Cup, where we have scrubby teams and scrubby casters and scrubby coaches and scrubby smurfs and all that fun stuff. So it's for amateurs, skill rank cap is, I think, 2,500. It's kind of bounced around a little bit as far as what the hard limit is, but generally you're not seeing any diamond or above players for sure. Technically no platinum either, I think.
Yeah, I will say this though, the teams that I've seen play, and also true in this game, largely have been playing together. Their coaches, whatever they're saying, probably just emphasized the need to fight together. And when we see teams fight together, they win or lose together. And that's more important than winning alone or losing alone, in that if you lose alone, you are now staggered. If you lose together, you still come back as a death ball for another 6-on-6 team fight chance. Exactly.
And we see Caitlyn taking out the Junkrat once again. Like I said before, I'm very excited when Caitlyn brings out the Junkrat. Lots and lots of damage coming out. We'll see if the Pachimaris are able to deal with that.
Yeah, the problem here is they only have Deep Ninja to contend with that Pharah Mercy combo, and he's going to get dove on immediately.
That's true. They are going to... We do have the possibility of Discord from Brux, though. That may give him the assistance he needs to at least pick one of them. Caitlyn goes down to Nacho, though. Junkrat a lot less able to fight the Pharah than the soldier is.
Man, I've seen some pretty crazy shit, man. That concussion mine lets you get up into the air, spamming. You really believe in yourself as the superior projectile player. I'd expect Caitlyn to come back with a vengeance.
And we did see Neat Ninja take out Nacho and then Infinity as well. So he is picking up the slack for losing one of their DPS very well, fighting off Throust in the high ground there as well. So great work from them. We see Patchies are kind of spread out. What do you think of that?
I mean, it is the pressure that Throust puts on that high ground as soldier before getting taken out. That was, you know, pretty impactful. You know, even if you're split, as long as the rest of your team is playing together, the pressure you put on from high ground necessitates the defense to reposition and could give your team the advantage.
That's true.
But you gotta follow up.
We see Ninja has a visor available. Barrage is available for Nacho on the other side. They don't have the Graviton to combo with this time around.
Yeah, if I were the Pachimaris, I'd seriously consider switching to a standard Rhine comp because they're running some hybrid dive comp, but not playing together. They're not diving targets. They're not really doing anything. Just going in one by one and dying more or less.
And we see Klondike's doing some work here with the hook. I believe he hooked Pharah earlier. He took out Pharah just now as well, if I remember right.
And that's the thing, right? If you're playing Roadhog and they don't have a Reinhardt to block your hooks or a Roadhog to counter hook you, those are free hooks all day.
Exactly.
As you see right
There's another one. Gub goes down. Great work from Klondike's coming out here. Very scary Roadhog when you don't have anything to fight against it with.
Yeah, if they want any chance to take this point, they gotta go and dive the backline, kill that Mercy, call out targets, and just focus them down. Right now, they're just getting picked by that Roadhog and waiting to regroup. Running out of time. It's minute 30 left.
That Mercy is going to be able to change this fight. Caitlyn takes out Nacho with the detonation. Excellent work there.
The superior projectile player, as I said.
Apparently, yeah. And the res on defense is so dangerous. It's a lot easier for your res to get forced out early on offense than the defense. The Mercy can hide a lot easier and just save it to when it's needed most. So that will be very hard for them to push through. Attack Visor for Throust, comboed with the Transcendence. Scrotos gets Nacho. No res available. Ninja coming in. He gets Nacho. That's all they really needed. Everyone doing kind of their part here to clean up. Self-destruct comes out here. It does get to Hippo. They do pick the Mercy with the res, but after all was said and done, so they're not going to get a whole lot of advantage out of that.
She'll be back in time. 30 seconds left.
Exactly.
Odd play by that Winston there, just to dive in by himself and pop ult with his team unavailable to follow up on that distraction. We'll see what he does now.
And they're coming in the main route. No major flanks coming in. Nacho, of course, fighting Neat Ninja off the high ground. Brux tries to keep his team alive. Whole hog for Klondike doesn't do much but push people off. Scrotos with a big charge. Gets Nacho and Nacho. Nacho and Nacho. We have two Nachos, and I just realized. Going into overtime here on the first point. All of the Pachimaris are down. This is going to go over to the Madas in the first one here. And Nacho Libre
coming out from Nacho
left
Libre.
the game. I don't know if that was a rage quit or what. Let's see what happens here with that. I think we're going to throw it over to the handy-dandy chat screen as we get the next game set up. So bear with us. It's 1-0 in the favor of the Madas, and we may be looking for another sub. We'll let you guys know.
Dominant performance by the Madas there, winning without any real resistance. Full hold on King's Row. Not the easiest task to accomplish, but they were able to do so.
Epic. That's how it's done.
30 match that I got to cast on the main channel. So I don't know if this is... Maybe they'll win quickly. Let's hope. 20 minutes? That should be enough. Let me get back. Yeah, you know, welcome sight, breath of fresh air. I really don't like those 2 CP maps, and I'm kind of ambivalent about the hybrid maps because it's still 2 CP in the beginning generally. But King of the Hill, just pure skill versus skill. I mean, in positioning and mechanical senses of that, it's really not about who's on defense, who's on offense, who plays either role better. It's just who can outplay the other team.
Exactly. So we do see Caitlyn on the Junkrat, of course. I was seeing the Bastion and the Sombra and stuff in the initial whatchamacallit. But
just for the memes, man.
They did not go with those picks for realsies, so I'm a bit sad.
Scrotos, balls of steel, but they probably heard what I said and followed up on his ill-advised charge as they trade out kills.
Exactly. Now we see some good picks going in for the Madas. They are already on the point, and they're going to get this first cap, it looks like. Infinity jumping hard on the back line. Caitlyn trying to deal with him. He is able to get out eventually here. Nacho is going to be key to dealing with the Caitlyn's Junkrat, despite the fact that he just went down to Klondice. There it is. Caitlyn
anti-air hook, underrated. Really no excuse to get hooked as fair as the skybox isn't really a limitation here.
Yeah, exactly. That's true. Caitlyn getting another pick, this time on a Tracer. Excellent damage coming out from Caitlyn.
Infinity has been doing pretty good work on the Winston, but you know, without a divey comp to support you and an enemy Roadhog, you're pretty much dead meat anytime you dive on them, assuming that the other team plays together.
Exactly. We do see ultimates available on both sides. Whole Hog, a bunch of them actually coming up right now for the Madas. They're going to have a ton of combo potential here for the defense. And they have the high ground as well, so this does not look good for the Pachimaris.
Yeah, but I was really hoping for them to, you know, turn a corner here. Ooh, counter hook comes out from Throust.
Yeah, exactly Klondice dies. There's the tack visor coming in. He gets Nacho Libre. That's really the one he really needed. And Gub coming in with that Transcendence to keep everybody alive. Rez coming out for, it was the Hippo, I believe. Got that Rez and kept the defense going here. They are kind of spread out, though. It doesn't seem like they're necessarily winning, as Pachimaris are actually getting onto the point right now.
Yeah, Scrotos earlier knocked down 3 with his Earth Shatter. Again, no follow-up, died, but his team, mostly with the assistance of Klondice, is able to get stuff done and hold this point regardless, as they look to win it 100-0.
Yeah,
Nacho Libre
they were able to hold on to that. It looked kind of iffy for a second there, but they just kept shooting until the other team died.
Score 1-0.
Alright, second point here on Nepal. Another great Pharah map. We see Nacho Libre sticking with the Pharah. McCree coming out for SS Nacho. Definitely a good pick for him. If you think you're fighting a Pharah, that's what you want to be on. He actually switched to Junkrat, and Caitlyn's on Pharah this time around. So
it's the battle of who's the superior projectile player. And again, it's a little easier to play Junkrat, maybe not against the Pharah in the air, but easier to get more done, as he does actually switch back to the McCree now. Too many memes in this hero select stage.
Agreed. This is they didn't let their memes be dreams. That's for sure. we have the high ground going over to Pachimaris, but the point is what's important here in about 7 seconds. So we'll see if they make a push off of that high ground and onto.
Also, not sure why Throust decided to keep his shield up that whole time. The natural cover should be enough to defend you rather than wasting the 2000 HP of your shield.
Exactly. Pause coming out. Hold on. All right, let's see what is going on. Teams requesting a pause.
Never mind.
Never mind. We'll confirm.
Yeah, Infinity said never mind. I think that's the team that requested it, right? Triple digit ping.
Okay, we'll just get confirmation. Okay, both teams good. Unpausing. Coming back in here, perfect. And we are
Another
to
quick
stand by if things go south.
Stand by. Who's the person with the ping issues? Actually, you know what? I don't want to start a witch hunt.
Yep.
By myself. I don't like these pauses, man.
I heard it was that Twin Peach guy. Okay, picks coming in for both sides here. Caitlyn does get Super Pie. We do see the Pachimaris trying to finally push onto this point, and they are making some progress, but maybe not enough.
Yep, the one-on-one between Neat Ninja and Nacho Libre is a battle of fated nemesis. Is that the proper plural term? You know, Pharaoh without the Pocket Mercy is generally at a disadvantage unless she can hit those direct hits, which, not to say anything about the skill level of people like Golden Below, it's a hard task, to say the least.
This is true. Those projectiles, they don't always go where you want them to go.
Yep, this Hog Clown Dice is trying to 1v4, gets taken out. Not a good engage.
Pachimaris are gonna use that to get behind. Big Earth Shatter coming out here and charge as well. Skrotos charges Throust off and he dies himself. I think he thought he was getting somebody else with that, but he did not. Nacho takes out Caitlyn. The greater Pharah is known, at least for now. And we have the point going over to the Pachimaris.
Yeah, at that charge, I really thought he was going to get those three all off the map, but fortunate in that case, lost himself and the fight.
My ultimate is ready.
Exactly.
Pump up the volume.
But still, only one team fight away for the Madas. Pachimaris? Yeah, one team fight away.
Infinity got hooked to use Prime Wedge immediately. Earth Shatter coming out to kind of stall them out here. No follow-up for kills, but it does force the Madas to back off.
Yeah, we see Skrotos playing a bit more reserved now. I'm expecting a YOLO charge any minute now.
YOLO Skrotos, I believe.
That
Fire Strike.
anti-air Winston.
There's the hook. Skrotos going hard. Earth Shatter coming out from him. Deadeye picks two though. Nacho gets another one here. And that's going to just evaporate the whole offense that was available to the Madas. They are all wiped and having to respawn and reset.
Yeah, no, we see Neat Ninja swapping over to the Zarya. I mean, the problem earlier there was that they didn't have any ults to combo really besides Earth Shatter and Barrage, if you can do it, but we didn't see that come out. Graviton and Barrage is a lot easier to combo as they do get a pick. Look for them to push off of this.
Skrotos did kill Infinity. We see Nacho trying to position direct hit onto Caitlyn. Two direct hits, great kill for Nacho. Let's see if he's able to continue in here and get some kills with that Barrage.
Hippo's got a res now, man. This is the last fight.
This does not look good.
Res
There's
does
the
come
res
out.
coming out. Nacho trying to position here. They are continuing to hold despite the sound barrier coming out from Brux.
Gub has got to stay alive there. She had res and was electing to just engage with her pistol rather than hiding and rezzing her team. Very
I
poor
think
play.
that's definitely a mistake. We see a lot of teamwork actually coming out for the Madas as they are able to hold on to this. We may see enough time for another charge to come in from the Pachimaris.
It's gonna be close.
My ultimate is charging.
Kree's the closest.
Here they are, 96, 97. They do get into the point. This is going to be overtime. Barrage coming out for Nacho. Takes out Barrage. Gets hooked in immediately by Klondike. Takes him out. 2 picks going either side. Nacho again has Deadeye up. He is trying to position that. Trying to get a big kill. DeHippo and Gub both pull their res at the exact same time. And both teams are 6 up. Both still alive.
Huge
big
shatter.
Earth Shatter does not... I think maybe only 1 pick there out of that shatter, but it's total chaos at the moment. Ryan's going at each other. Skrotos gets bubbled. That's giving him an advantage here in this fight. Klondike gets 2 big picks.
Going off.
Skrotos getting a pick as well. Nacho trying to do what he can, but it is not enough. He goes down to Klondike, and the second point on Nepal goes over to the Madas.
It's a lot closer this time around than round 1, but really want to give a shout out to Klondike on the Roadhog at the end. I think he killed 4 people by his lonesome. That's the power of the one hook, 1-shot combo.
Exactly. And we are moving on to Sanctum. I believe this is Sanctum. More like
the 3rd stage of Nepal.
Dankdom.
Whatever it's called.
Pretty sure Dankdom.
Dankdom is what it's called. I do want to also give a shout out to the 2 Mercies for not dying with res at that final team fight. Really allowed for a riveting end to that close affair, 99-99.
Exactly. Yeah, very, very close. Excellent matchup there on that second point. Let's see if the Pachimaris are able to actually turn it around on this one. And we see the Madas get that high ground to start off with. Neat Ninja on Orisa. I really like Orisa on this map. You can get a lot of really neat environmental kills with that big old pit in the middle. It's just as effective, if not more, than a Lucio for booping people in.
Yep. Ill-advised flank by Nacho on that Reaper puts his team at a disadvantage, although Nacho quickly evens it up.
Caitlyn does go down to Nacho one more time. We saw this, I think, last time around. Nacho getting those aerial shots onto Caitlyn and winning the air duel.
I just realized I realized again that there are 2 Nachos. Nacho on the Reaper and Nacho on the Pharah. The Reaper flank was ill-advised.
Exactly.
While the better Pharah brought it back.
Caitlyn trying to win this fight against Nacho, but Nacho now has the Pharah, or excuse me, has the Mercy Pocket. And they're just shooting at each other at this point. Let's see if one of them is able to kill the other. Nacho doing what he can. He's going on to DeHippo instead. Maybe a wise choice. He does get the pick there. Excellent pick for Nacho Libre. And takes Caitlyn as well. Great play from Nacho.
Yeah, both Pharahs were just 1 direct hit from death for a very scary amount of time, but ultimately the fight goes in the favor of Nacho Libre, choosing to elect to destroy the enemy Mercy instead of the Pharah, while Kate chose the opposite and lost for it.
Klondike's kind of sticking his face out there, does eventually get back to his team.
Picks up the Pharah, though. They do have advantage here now.
And there's a hook coming in. We see Nacho kind of behind, trying to get what damage he can. There's the big Death Blossom, gets 3 with that. Ooh. Excellent kills there. Let's see, do they have a res to make up for that? No, they don't. The Hippo went down. That is no good for the Madas, and they are probably going to have to regroup again. Caitlyn and Nacho
picks up 3, but more importantly, was able to get the Mercy in that Death Blossom, so no res coming out. Very important, again, to not die with res.
Exactly. There's a res coming out for DeHippo for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, in that case, it was odd. I mean, I think he heard what I said and was just like, you know what? I'll show you, man. I'm going to res right now. Exactly. And it's true. He did res. Did not die with res. But maybe a bit ill-advised.
And we see the aerial duel coming out. Caitlyn goes down to Nacho Libre. Nacho still has that barrage available. We're going to see that coming out very soon here, I think. Let's see what he makes of this.
Libre has been the dominant Pharah in this matchup. Yes.
Oh, big charge. Takes out Nacho. Skrotos gets a big kill there. Let's see what these guys are going to make happen here. Barrier coming out here. Throust almost going down. Finally dies to Neat Ninja. And the Madas are finally able to get a push going and finally cap this point into their favor here.
That's a very dank whole hog bongo combo on the side of Neat Ninja and Klondike there, which is what won them the point. The damage that Roadhog can put out, especially in confined spaces with that whole hog, being amplified by 50%, force to be reckoned with.
Here we see a sneaky flank by SS Nacho. He gets onto Scrotos, as does Infinity's Winston. He's being kept healthy by the Mercy, though. He's still staying alive. Neat Ninja goes down, as does Infinity. Klondike's getting a big pick there as well.
Heroes never die.
Rez coming out for Gub. That's going to make it a little bit easier for them to continue trying to cap this. Infinity almost gets pushed off, and big Death Blossom for SS Nacho.
Huge ultimate. Takes out both supports and the Reinhardt. That looks to be it for this round 3.
Yeah, I don't think the Madas are going to get back on point in time.
Yeah.
Round 3, 1.
A tale of two halves, really. Nacho Libre coming out strong with the Pharah on this round 4. Round 3, rather. I don't think he was picked by Kate at all that entire game.
Exactly.
Lot of credit to his Mercy, to be sure, but I mean, if your primary DPS loses the duel for the entirety of the game, you're gonna be hard pressed to win it.
The team that gets the most points usually wins the game.
Yes. Both teams electing not to go with the hit scan DPS to deal with the Pharahs, just allowing them to duel 1v1 or 2v2 with the help of their Mercies. Yeah, very interesting. You know, if you go hit scan, you do give your Pharah the advantage in the sky. We'll see if they make the swap at some point in this game.
Yeah, I'm surprised we haven't seen more hit scan to deal with that, because the Pharaohs have been a problem for both sides. We do see Klondike has been able to get some pretty good hooks onto Nacho, so maybe that's what they're kind of banking on here, continuing to make that happen.
Yep.
And Nacho gets a big pick on a Neat Ninja. That Reaper's so dangerous when you get too close to him, and Neat Ninja just doesn't respect that. Gets another pick onto De Hippo, and this looks like a lot of momentum going over to the Pachimaris. They should be able to cap off of these picks.
Klondike's doing his best to bring it back, but fortunately too little too late. And really what it came down to is just lack of situational awareness. The Reaper came up behind you, no comms, I'm assuming, takes out your Zarya, one of your 2 tanks, and really just swings the momentum of the fight in your favor.
Exactly, and we see Nacho now getting up above, kind of getting a flanking route going. Let's see if he's able to get behind the Madas and get any important picks, or if he's going to be absent for this fight. He does choose to double back and hide above here. Does not quite have the Blossom available, so he's just going to kind of go in and get hooked immediately by Klondike. We see both teams kind of struggling on point here. Nacho's the only one down so far. We do see the other Nacho die, and Super Pie, this is going over to Madas here. They are getting the picks one by one, and Pachimaris are going to have to regroup and reset now.
Yep. Huge impact by Klondike again. This is his map. Taking out 4. So tries to finish off SS Nacho here.
Great performance from Klondike. We see 6 ults
That's
available.
my vote for MVP.
For Pachimaris.
This should be a relatively easy engage with the ability to combo your Graviton with either Barrage or Death Blossom.
Yeah.
But they gotta take the initiative here and ult first and engage on their terms rather than letting it be dictated by the defense.
Nah, man, they're just gonna do whatever they feel like, man.
Overwatch Scrub Cup.
Alright, Infinity jumps in, not quite on the back line, he's trying to make something happen. We see the Reaper coming in behind. Very curious to see what they make of this. Barrier coming out to defend. Scrotos gets 2 big picks. Nacho actually goes down there, as does Gub, so they are not going to have the Blossom or the Res. They may be advised to just hold this. Nope, there's the Barrage coming out. Quadruple kill for him. Almost a quintuple. Wow, Nacho, 6 big picks. Excellent work.
That is a backbreaker because Skrotos hit a giant Earth Shatter on an ulting Reaper to shut him down. Picks up 2. Your team is up 6-4, and you get grabbed and taken out by Nacho Libre and Throust. Great play. Great counterplay by the side of Pachimaris.
And I managed to get the camera on the right person that time. We got to see all of that. Graviton coming out immediately for Neat Ninja. And K-Link is going to return with his Barrage Graviton combo. It's not quite as many picks, but it's going to be enough to take this point back to the Madas immediately.
That's how you got to play. You got to take it personally. You don't want to be one-up by the opposing Ferris. You come in and you get your own Graviton Barrage combo and immediately take the point back. I don't even think they got 10 percentage points on that.
Absolutely, yeah. It was so quick going back the other direction. The Pachimaris are just going to have to make something else happen again. We see the res is available on both sides. Nothing else quite yet. So a little bit different fight without any ultimates.
Yep, Skrotos is already pretty close to his Earth Shatter, however, so look for that to be a fight-changing ult. Again, the most impactful ult in the game, in my opinion.
There it is, comes out with that Earth Shatter. He does not get a whole lot down with that. Not seeing a ton of picks. Caitlyn gets Throust, but Nacho's doing some damage onto DeHippo. DeHippo goes down with res. That's not good for the Madas.
Both Mercies go down with res. You gotta res,
goes
man.
Down as well.
Final fight.
And Sound Barrier's coming up. We have a Barrage for Nacho. Not quite ready for Graviton, so they're going to have to make it happen here. And who was the jumping on point? Was that Winston? Who is on point? It was
Throust on Zarya. Really the last vestige of hope for the moment.
Yeah. And Super
Pie, the only person left. You gotta finish this off before she gets res. Wow.
Skrotos doing some work, getting the picks. Gub goes down, Earth Shatter coming out for him. They are fighting this so hard here. They're scrambling to keep on that point, but it does eventually go over to the Madas. Great work from both teams, but it was not quite enough momentum for the Pachimaris, and the Madas take that 4th map here on Nepal.
The tanks of the Madas get my co-MVP votes for sure. They carried the heck out of that game. Klondice on the Hog, Skrotos on the Reinhardt, both getting key picks, key Earth Shatters, key shutdowns. Really the reason they won that game, as they are both rewarded with MVP card at the end.
Absolutely, yeah. That was, I would call that play of the match for sure. Nacho Libre getting the card here as well.
Pretty close to a legendary there. 8 votes, but you know, if I could vote, I still wouldn't have voted for the Farah to get that legendary because I cannot emphasize enough the work that the Hog and Reinhardt for the side of Madas did. Yeah, I agree.
So I believe that is going to be all between the Madas and the Pachimaris. The series going over to the Madas. So they will be, I don't know if advancing, scoring better in the group stages, and hopefully we'll see some more good stuff out of them. One of my favorite teams to watch, not to take anything away from the Pachimaris. They were put up quite a show as well. I believe we
really brought it back on Nepal there.
Exactly, yeah. They brought it back, and hopefully we'll see some more from them. I believe we're going to be having some more matches here in the evening